Hola, this is Kadir. Welcome back to Spanish Conmigo. Welcome back. Vale. Guys, we had such an event for you guys. As you saw with the tag, we were going to discuss a bear. Okay, and literally Jose and I were having this conversation, and all of a sudden his internet just died. And he is still trying to get in. So, and literally, this happened like moments ago. So, I'm going to put the chat up. And I want you guys to know that just ask me anything. That's what we're going to do today. Just ask me anything. Oh my God. Here he comes. Hola. Speak. Can you speak? I can't hear you yet. Try it. Not yet. Nope. Okay, he's going to try again. Not yet. He's going to try again. He's probably going to bounce out, bounce back in. So, the chat is up. And hola.
Hola.
Oh my God, here we go.
Lo siento.
Oh, good. Now I get to take this down. You saw that? Ask me anything. I was going to expose myself, but now I can keep all the secrets to myself till the next time I embarrass myself. Woo! Man, oh man, oh man. So anyway, we have planned. We wanted to talk Spanish, because lately we've been talking about events that happen in real life, in the world in Spanish, building out a vocabulary. But I was like, let's just go back to basics and let's talk about a verb. Now, this is not back to basics. This is find a cliff, find a tall building, and just jump the F off. Okay? That's how I feel about this verb. And we are talking about haber. That's what we're talking about right now. So,
Yes.
woo!
Yes, guys. This is a really frustrating verb, or word. Because actually, depending the use of these words, it could be an auxiliary or a verb. It could be an auxiliary because it helps other verbs to expand their meaning. That's why it could be the verb or an auxiliary, depending the use of this.
Yeah.
For example, here you can see different tenses and conjugation of this verb, or this verb. You can use it in present, pretérito, future, and those other names given by dictionaries for tenses, but this is real world. This is how we will use it. So that's why, for example, the most common use, most of the time, sweetie, which one do you think is the most common use for this verb?
I.
Exactly, I. But maybe you ask Jose, how can I use this? Well, basically, you're going to use I to express an existence, to indicate that something exists. In English, it's going to be translated like there was, there are, there is, and in Spanish, it's just one word, I. For example.
Hay un botella de agua aquí.
Exactly. There is or here is a bottle of water, Here is, and you can say other sentences, for example, places, or in some cases to express the existence of an emotion. For example, Kadir, you are an emotional learner. How would you use it with emotions?
Hay dolor en mi corazón.
Exactly.
Sobre la situación con haber.
Exacto. It was a real awesome example, In this case, you are expressing still an existence, not an existence of emotion. If you are an emotional learner like this girl here, you can use it like that, And it's the same, guys, when you want to talk in past. In past, you just change the meaning. I mean, you just change the conjugation, sorry. And you say, instead of I, you say hubo. Like the example given here.
Hubo un concierto ayer.
Exactly. You're indicating the existence of a concert that yesterday. This
Yeah.
is simple like this. In English, it would be there was or there were,
Hmm.
but it's
And
important. Uh-huh.
oh no, finish your thought.
It's important for you to know that it is never plural. It is singular.
I think okay, this really helped me when this triggered me, okay, in a positive way, right? Because right now there was a concert yesterday, right? Because a concert is a just this thing that happened. But if I want to talk about the same thing, but I'm talking about us, I'm talking about she, I'm talking about I have to use I'm using somo, so I'm using ser, I'm using a human being, right? If
Yeah,
there's soul involved, right? We would say fuimos a un concierto ayer, you know,
exactly.
right? We went to a concert last night. She went to a concert yesterday, right? But because it's the thing, is hubo, okay?
Exactly. It's the noun, we call it noun.
Mm-hmm.
And there is something that make us to discuss a little bit, which is the había.
Había.
We
Mm-hmm.
actually got an argument for this, guys,
And I won it. I won the argument. Just saying.
because my pretty girl told me that it was a routine. There was a routine, and I was like, it is not a routine, you know?
And
Because when you
it,
stress routine, you're talking present. And tell us why it is a routine in real world.
okay. Just because this, remember, this is like there was, right? This is there was. This is the concept. This is the world of Abia, right? And this is this
Uh-huh.
version, Abia, right? So we were a group of people going to work, right? And that group of people after work, if they go to a bar to have drinks after work, and they do this every Friday, that was their routine. Now, because I might be no longer be working there, this is something that still consistently happened. It used to happen. I might no longer be, but I still say había una fiesta. Okay, cada viernes for those orders because that was what was happening. Look,
Okay.
he's thinking. I was right. Go
Yes, you
ahead.
were right. You were right, depending the context of the real world, guys. Because if you want to express that something happened, you just say hubo una fiesta.
No, no, no.
But
And
if
this
you
is
say yes,
no. And then
I'm not saying
no,
that you're
no.
wrong.
No. Oop. Okay, you about to see an argument. Remember, let me go back to Ubo. Remember, we're gonna do this. There was a concert last night, right? Shakira was here last night. Shakira ain't here all the time. I'm not seeing Shakira every Friday at 6 p.m. It's just one time event that happened. That was what happened last
Yeah.
night. That all the incorrect English. That was what happened was is Ubo. What when you say what happened was is Ubo, okay? All the incorrect English, right? But this
Okay.
is something, right?
Exactly.
But we're
As it was
obvious.
repetitive.
But this is what we was doing every Friday. We were drinking underneath the table because it's Friday. We were done with work. Abia, Abia.
Okay. You are indicating the existence of something repetitive. I would call it like that.
That's a routine.
Okay, you win because it's a routine in the real world. You know, it's okay, but this is the way,
It's
guys. If you want to express consecutive things in the past, but it's no longer existence,
mm-hmm.
you say a be. In real world, maybe this is
Yeah,
not what some book says, but this is real world.
uh-huh.
And also, what happened if you want to express like imaginary situation in the future, or let's talk about conditions in the present to change your future.
Mm-hmm.
We use habría.
Habría que orar agua si se quiere beber.
Exactly as I
Beber.
told you. In,
Beber.
in
Mm-hmm.
simple words, in simple words, it is just to condition your present in order to get the future. If you
You
want to
have
condition,
to, yes, you have to
exactly.
save water if you want to live. That's the condition. You have to save water, right? This is what the first thing has to happen for the second thing to occur, which is, don't you want to live? Then
Cause
save your water.
okay, grammatically speaking,
Yeah.
let's change here a little bit. Grammatically speaking, cause and effect is condition. You know,
Mm-hmm.
conditional first, present. Okay, in
Mm-hmm.
this case, is about an imaginary situation in the future, and you are conditioning your present.
Mm-hmm.
The existence of something.
Right, but this is also like, if you want to graduate from college, you have to study. Okay, right? Would
I
you still
literally
say
would translate it that tienes que estudiar in present.
yes? But you can still use habría and be understood because it is in the right context.
Okay,
It's
okay, okay.
in, so I could be
Give me
fancy.
another example.
I could
Just
be
give me another example
fancy.
using habría.
See, anyway, see, you see us, right? You know, we're basically family now. The way we get into it.
Yes, guys. That this it was about existence, But now what
Mm-hmm.
happens if it is a verb?
Mm-hmm.
When you use it as a verb, this is more for experiences, previous
Mm-hmm.
experiences, or
Mm-hmm.
actions in the past that still are valid in the present, as some book says. But
Mm-hmm.
in real world, sorry, and with simple words, every time that you want to express an action that you have done,
Mm-hmm.
you use haber to, conjugate it in present with or as or a, depending the subject, like the example in the fact.
He caminado en la playa
Exactly. I have walked by the beach
or in the beach. Yeah, on the
or
beach.
in the
Yeah.
beach.
Mm-hmm.
I have done a the verb the rest.
Mm-hmm.
Simpler.
Right.
Simpler.
And
But
yeah, and it's always a, whether
yeah,
it's an IR verb or ER verb, it is going to be a.
because a is connected to the subject and not to the verb. It changed the meaning. It changed the meaning of the sentence, but it doesn't change
Mm-hmm.
the verb. The action is
Mm-hmm.
still being the
Right.
same.
Right. Right. So
E
basically that
or
a, yeah.
as or
Mm-hmm.
a, hemos, and as you saw in the previous
Yeah.
slide where we
Conjugation. How
started
we
with the
start.
conjugation.
Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly. This
Right.
is the regular simpler like this. I have a.
Or he, yeah,
Okay.
I, he,
If,
she,
if you
us,
if you
we,
want to
and
say
they. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
if you want to say I have lived here for 10 years, how would you translate it?
He vivido por 10 años.
Exactly. I have lived here, aquí por 10 años.
Aquí, aquí, yeah.
That is, guys, you don't need to complicate it anymore. And also, it could be the hope, you know?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
This is more like
Ojalá, ojalá haya caminado en la playa.
exactly. In this case, you express like a past wish, you know? A past
Oh, I
wish
wished it
goal.
happened.
I wish
I
it
want.
happened.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. And you use haya if it is for you, uh, if you it is for you, of course, but you say I,
Mm-hmm.
sorry. And if you talk about second person, you say hayas and haya and hayamos and hayan, depending the conjugation that you decide to do, guys. You
Mm-hmm.
know, this
Mm-hmm.
is also considered a sentence in subjunctive, because you have the trigger, ojalá, and
Mm-hmm.
remember that trigger plus subjunctive, trigger plus subjunctive, you
I
know.
like this. Yes, I like this sentence because I usually don't say ojalá. I usually don't say ojalá. I usually say, because the first thing once we figured out esperar can mean to wait and to hope, right? You'll just say espero. I hope,
Exactly.
right? That's how it. But to get us, I want us as students to enjoy Spanish in its full sense so we can speak romantically in Spanish, right? We want to speak romantically in Spanish, not only be clear, but we be more expressive, that we could truly make it our own. So that's right, that sample in there through myself. That's how I want to speak in the world. Mm-hmm. And
Example.
close
So
that off.
we have the role we.
Yes,
Hay
finalmente,
que
finalmente,
entender que. The
mm-hmm.
last one, but not okay,
At least.
but not at least. Exactly. Uh, hay que en
Mm-hmm.
tener que. You
Mm-hmm.
know, this confuses a little bit some people and sometimes,
Mm-hmm.
because it expresses something that you should do
Mm-hmm.
or that you have to do.
Mm-hmm.
It could be an advice or it could be a command, depending what you mean. You know, both are correct. Depending what you want to mean, what you mean. Sorry, but this is like I que and after que the action must be in infinitive. Sorry, you know.
Is that a good sentence?
Hay que reglas por eso. Actually, after que you need a verb
I
in
gave.
infinitive.
Oh, you know what I was thinking when I said this? Because I was thinking there are rules for that, right?
In this case, you don't use I que, you use just I because it's existent. When you use
Just say
que,
I. You need to say
you just
I gave.
uh-huh.
Crear reglas por eso. Let me fix that.
Exacto.
Look, we all learning together here. I'm gonna rewrite it
Yeah.
so we can all do this together.
It has to be done. It could be, it's not that it is like that. It could be like, hay que terminarlo.
So that's a better sentence.
Crear. Crear.
Misspelled.
Sometimes this could be confusing, but actually it's not like that. When you want someone to do something just because, you
Mm-hmm.
use tener que. For example, tienes que venir. You have to come.
What, like that?
Tener que ahorrar agua. Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
What is the solution for the future? Tener que ahorrar agua. Save
Mm-hmm.
water. You know?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And you have to actually means tener, you know,
Yes.
instead of I.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of haber. Even though in
Yes.
English it's the same verb, but you're gonna make the difference because if you have to,
Mm-hmm.
and if you have just have, it is I. If you have to and a verb,
Mm-hmm.
of course it is tener, even though in English it's the same word.
The reason why I put that raw we there for me as a trigger for English speakers, basically, because we understand the raw we, clean England, all that nonsense. But because I'm saying we as a society has to save water, okay? Or I should say we as women need to protect ourselves. That's what I when we speak in that form, okay? I'm not saying Jose needs to save water. I'm saying we as humanity needs to save the water, save the world. That's where I got the raw we from. That's how I would be speaking. Okay.
Exactly,
You
exactly. Now, my real girl, why don't you make some sentences using a ver, different
uh
sentences to give
different
us what we
sentences.
realize? We
Yes, I
feel
yes,
things,
I yeah. I tres animales en mi casa.
Perfecto,
No, well, that's true. That's true.
perfecto,
That's true.
perfecto.
That's true. That's true. And I que comido el perro todo cada día.
Okay, hay que dar.
Oh, da. Yes,
I get
da.
that le because it's to
Dale.
him, it's indirect
Or dal,
object.
can I say dales for them? Dales.
Ajá,
Dale.
exacto.
Mm.
Exacto, muy bien.
And tener que ahorrar dinero.
Tengo, porque es tú,
Tengo que ahorrar dinero.
is I have
Ah,
to, but it is,
mm,
even though it is I have, can you see, guys, that it is not I or haber
mhm.
because of the conjugation?
um, He trabajado
Ujú.
por 5 días.
Muy bien, perfecto. I have worked for 5 days.
Um, habría ido, no, the
Ido.
ear.
Ajá,
It is ido.
perfecto.
It is ido.
Perfecto.
You know, habría ido a la casa. They mean, Mama, there's something. What? Talk. There's something like fire outside. I need to make sure it's not my neighbor. Or hold on. Talk about yourself.
Okay, guys, this is a life, this could happen. Something is happening outside, something is happening over there. But well, as I was telling you, this is a real long, verb, but actually, when you just get it in real world, what you really want to say, you make it easier. That's
Okay.
all what you need.
Woo! Listen, fumar, smoke, fumar,
Humo,
um,
humo, smoke, humo.
yeah, humo, humo afuera de mi casa. And realmente, it miras dentro de mi casa, pero it's in otro casa. I don't know what those crazy people are doing. Los locals, gente, you know, and it's un
There you
fumo
got a
grande,
real, but there you got a
fumo
real
grande.
rule sentence. I humo fuera de mi casa. Can you see how you just use different existence in real life, not in your tongue there?
Yep. I'm sorry, guys. Yes, so bump it. I'm sitting there going, wait a minute, is that smoke? And I was like, okay, that talk. There's a lot of smoke. Wait a minute, that smoke look like it's right here. Lo lamento por eso, lo lamento por eso. Because
Don't
el
worry.
dueño de la casa es de otro país. Yeah,
Okay.
la dueño de la casa de otro
Now
país. So
if
no
I say, if
quiero
I
problemas.
say,
Mm-hmm.
if I say, I have to learn more grammar, how would you translate it?
Uh-huh. Tengo que aprender más grammar. Más,
Grammar.
más
I
grammar.
have I have 2 cameras,
Oh, tengo dos cámaras.
and I have wanted to survive in this world.
Oh, um, tengo que.
I have wanted. I have
Is
wanted.
ojalá? Is it ojalá?
No,
Is we're gonna say quería? ¿Qué?
I
¿Quería qué?
have wanted to
Querido, querido,
to survive.
querido. El querido, survive is subir. No, that's
Sobrevivir.
sobrevivir.
In this world.
Oh, wherever.
Eh, But now, guys, all of you, I want you to write down your own real world sentences,
Oh,
using the verb haber. Something that you do in your daily in your routine.
yeah. I think we need to do a quick sum up because okay, I'm going to challenge you. I'm gonna be quiet because we got two viewers that just came in. Now we were about to sum up, so I'm gonna fly through these. I'm gonna go back to the beginning, and you're gonna talk about it for a few seconds each one. We're gonna just crush it, right? So today we were talking about this. Go.
Okay, a ver, this is a real stressing verb, which is used in many forms and it actually helps other verbs to expand their meaning. You can use it for existence and you say I, which is in English there is or there are. You can use it in past to express the same, which is there was or there were. You can use había to indicate a consecutive or repetitive action in the past or the existence of something. You can use habría to talk about future, but imaginary situations. And you can use also as a verb, when you want to express previous experiences, you use a. And uh, when you want to use a hope, when you want to express a hope, you use haya like in subjunctive. And then we
Ah,
have que and tener que, which could be translated as have to, but actually tener que is an obligation, and
uh-huh.
hay que is just like something that we should do.
Perfecto. Because I know there it
It was
is.
a really
I,
2 minute
the,
summary.
yes, real good. I bear in 30 seconds. I felt so bad because I said we're about to close down, and someone be like, "Wait a minute, I just showed up." So that's what happened. ¿Qué pasa? Que eso, sobre un conversación sobre el verbo haber. El verbo es muy difícil a mí. Oh,
Oh,
gracias.
gracias,
Gracias.
gracias.
Gracias. It is a trip. You should see
You
it.
can let us your comments, about your own
Uh
sentences to come.
huh. Oh. Uh, well, you heard he's a great. It's yes. Okay. Yeah. It's difícil, pero necesito cosas for mi mente. I give myself triggers. When I'm studying. That's why I use like water. I use something desperate. Hay que practicar. Oh yeah.
There you have an example in real world.
Hmm.
Guys,
Hmm.
always make Spanish in
Yo,
a real
hey,
world eye. Yo he
yes.
vivido en Carolina del Sur toda mi vida. Perfecto,
Perfecto.
perfecto,
Perfecto.
sí, perfecto. Can you see? Perfecto.
Yes.
You got
Oh
it,
my
guys.
goodness.
So proud of
North
you.
or Sur? North Carolina or South Carolina? Which one?
It says Carolina del Sur. It
There's
says,
Sur. That's me Cooper. Me Cooper. Yep, me Cooper. Yep, I
uh,
misread that. You're right all your life. That's perfect. That is
congratulations, guys.
perfect. Oh goodness! Now that people show up, and it's time for us to go. Listen, I have to go because I have to go yell at my sister. Porque la situación con el autobús, realmente. Anyway, I love you guys. We're here every Saturday, here live at 7 p.m. in YouTube. And tomorrow we're going to be live
Instagram.
Instagram, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we're going to be where we are. I'm looking for, yeah, there it is. Right here. That's where we're going to be tomorrow in Instagram, Spanish Conmigo, okay? So anyway, we talk to you soon. We love you so much. Okay? Besos y abrazos.